切り込む。
これでどうか。
これもエコー。観念なさいまし。
波動停止。
Wait, is Myth in Minecraft?
星の宇宙物見
Myth in
楽
Minecraft?
園の端から君に聞かせよう。
I
罪な
thought
き
this
者
was
の
like
塔。ラーメンオブアバロン。
まあ可愛らしい。
切り込む。君に全チップをかけよう。頼むぞ。
いいでしょう。スペイン、まだ終わりではないですよ。
Does he AoE us to death? Cool.
では行くぞ。これでどうか。
さてカウンティングオーバー。おや、
そうか。
行くかい。悪いね。
そこだ。
楽園の端によ
お
うこそ。
見せしましょう。
星の宇宙物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう。罪なき者のに通るガーデンオブアバロン。
これこそがアスカロンの真。汝は竜、罪ありアスカロン。勝利の天秤はこちらに傾いたようです。
Yeah, he is not
お疲れ様でした。
There's just too many. If only I could use my body like normal. Oh crap, is that? He must have finally figured out something was up. Guess that's no surprise since we're messing with time itself. What's wrong, Asvathaman? Arjuna's on his way here. Based on how fast Vimana is approaching, we don't have much time. I'm sure we don't, but these things just keep coming no matter how many we kill. If we get going to pick them up, at this rate we won't be able to get through all these sacred beasts in Kali. Looks like your plan won't work after all. Your idea of making a perfect god fundamentally flawed from the start was so wonderful it made my ears stand on end. But it seems you were just one, no, 2 steps short of seeing it through. We can't break through all these hostiles, and after we come all this way. Damn it, isn't there anything we can do? Anything? No, we're not giving up yet. We arrived in time. The border? What? How? We can talk later. Hurry up and get in already. Sorry to worry you. We couldn't even spare the resources to tell you we were on our way at top speed. Wait, what are you doing in the middle of this lost spell anyway? Isn't it dangerous for you to be here? Oh, believe me, I told them over and over in no uncertain terms how bad of an idea this was. The Zero Sail is our lifeline. Even a little damage to the border would make it impossible for us to evade the next cataclysm. Needless to say, we were risking everything to come here, but... so many Kali and Sacred Beasts up ahead of us. This is the worst S-curve I've ever had to drive through. I can't believe they're making me drift in a 12-wheeler. Did that fucker just drift a train? Okay. What do you know, I actually did it. Surprised? I am too. Go on then, all of you hurry and strap in. This ride isn't gonna get any smoother. We don't want you getting hurt if we run into anything. If you die, Terra, that's the end of everything. There's no point in keeping the border out of harm's way if there's no one around to drive it. The pit crew certainly can't compete in a race on their own, after all. I think you finally started talking to yourself, Charlie, but who cares? You actually pulled it off. I still can't believe we got there in time. I had my doubts about him driving the border manually, but I guess machines really do require an analog touch. Wait, hang on. Why does it look like he's holding the wheel? This isn't normal, believe me. See, we were thinking about what we could do to get you guys out as fast as possible. And we decided the best way to do that would be to share the load. Maya Niera and I focused on controlling the engine, making sure all the border's power went to keeping it at top speed. And Gordy's job was to focus on the actual driving. I swear, I don't even know when he installed the extension system and let us split up our jobs like that. I didn't have anything better to do, and I thought it'd be useful. Get this, Terrorati, it turns out our director is actually a pretty badass driver. Well, I couldn't let the detective keep the top score on the simulator's highest difficulty course forever. In fact, I finally beat his record just the other day. How do you like them apples? Ha 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 ha! Quickly applauds while smiling, Riley. While I do prefer on-road, I've driven more than my fair share of off-road as well, and they say the Phoenix shines brightest when things are at their worst. Rah, move, get out of the way! His concentration's incredible. He's right between Sacred Beast and the Collie alike. That's some good anger you got there, big guy. I like how you let it loose in your driving, too. Are you angry, too, Director? You know what? I am, damn it. And not just because we had to save you to keep our hopes of fixing this mess alive. I have my own bones to pick with this world. Huh? But since I can't give this world a good slug, I'm taking out my resentment towards it with the border. Perfectly natural for defects and failures to be erased in this world. How dare they say that in front of me? Ever since Cord Health Music was born, I never did anything well enough to get so much as a single gold star. Well, now it's time to show off what a disgraced noble is really made of. Whatever you do, don't undo your seatbelts and try not to talk unless you want to bite your tongue. Well, I can't say I saw this coming, but at least now we should be able to meet back up with Ganesha and Lakshmi. I just hope we don't run into more trouble on the way there. Indeed, I'm seeing a signal in the distant eastern sky. It's Arjuna. We can't let him catch up to us now. Floor it, Da Vinci. What do you think I'm doing? If you really want me to help me go faster, then just leave me to it. Keeping the engine running at full speed without it blowing up in our faces isn't as easy as I make it look, you know. Together with you at the end of eternity known as a moment. Stuck in the middle with you. I witnessed a foolish war that left me with nothing but one question. Everyone understood how foolish it was, so why couldn't we stop it? That much was obvious. It was all down to everything that was bad and wrong in the world. In other words, the root cause of all this foolishness was evil. This is the sort of thing that happens when we can't rid ourselves of evil. Being defective is evil, being unnecessary is evil, dishonesty is evil, lawlessness is evil, intolerance is evil, distrust, adultery, disloyalty as well. Bravado, deception, obliviousness, ignorance, decadence, jealousy, stupidity, avarice, everyone knows these things are evil. So why can't we rid ourselves of them? So I made a wish. Perhaps I felt differently in other worlds, but here in this one, I wish that there was a way we could be rid of them at all. Rid of them all. It was only after the war ended that I understood. The land stained red with my comrade's blood made it clear. The endless retribution, one cowardly act of violence begetting another, and on made it clear. The feeling of killing a hated rival with my own hands made it clear. The world simply cannot rid of itself of evil on its own. So if the world won't do it, someone else will have to. And if no one else is willing, that leaves only me. After all, the one who spilled the most blood on that land, the one most emblematic of the battlefield's evil foolishness, in other words, the most evil and foolish one of all, was...
Well, that backfired.
me. Probably. I wish for a just and proper world. An obvious, completely ordinary world that no one would ever think to question. A world so pure and perfect that only newborns and gods could believe in it. A righteous world where people never killed one another. Fortunately, the power I needed to destroy all evil and create the world was right there for the taking. What was that? Vimana is firing magical energy blasts at us from afar. Evasive maneuvers! Damn it all! Oh my, it looks like he's finally taking us seriously. Whatever you do, try not to slow down, okay? Easy for you to say. Well, what else can we do? Our lives are in your hands, and those hands are driving this vehicle. Come to think of it, I guess the fate of the whole world is in your hands too. Huh. Stop that, I'm under enough pressure as it is. Grr, does anyone have good news for me, damn it? At this point, I don't even care if it's real or not. My apologies, Commander, but I'm afraid I'm only seeing another abnormality in our nearby environment. Although, did it say the world has changed? Why now of all times? Well, this is certainly less than optimal. It appears that the entire world is starting to buckle under the strain of all these cycles. Never mind that now, Holmes. Can't you see we got more urgent matters for that big brain of yours to focus on? Between the Kali, the Sacred Beast, and the Magical Energy Blast, there's just too much for me to keep track of alone. Boy, it'd sure be nice if a certain captain with nothing better to do was willing to help us out right about now. I'm only here to upgrade the ship. I didn't sign up to be part of the crew. But I guess the circumstances are dire enough that I don't have a choice, and this shouldn't be too different from detecting torpedoes. Really? Phew, you're a lifesaver. Okay, then you handle the cannon fire. But since we don't have any decoys to lead them away, all I can do is read the incoming projectiles' trajectories. The steersman piloting this ship will have to handle the rest. I can still tell you when to take evasive maneuvers, of course, but as for whether we survive, the gods only know. Isn't surviving against the god exactly what we're trying to do here? Please, Director Cordell, please do whatever you have to do to get us in, to get us there. Alright, you want to do this thing? Let's do this thing. Here comes the next one. Stay on course for the next 5 seconds and swerve. At this point, all I can do is laugh. Do try to keep the impossible demands to a minimum, my dear Captain. I sure hope we make it out of this. At least we're almost there now. Right, when I first saw it, I never would have thought that this could be what it really was. Can I ask a silly question? Why is it shaped like that? Beats me. All I know is Ganesha's the one handling that. She probably based it off the most impenetrable thing she knew about. I don't know exactly what that would be, and I doubt she does either, except maybe in her subconscious. It's an impenetrable domain made for the sole purpose of ignoring the outside world, an alternate world that physically embodies the very concept of shutting oneself away. Given all that, it's a wonder we were unable to get a proper reading on it. Furthermore, as it was made by a combination of both Ganesha and Lakshmi's magical energies, that made it impossible for either of them to sense what it actually was before they knew the truth. This is only the second time we're paying it a visit, but it feels completely different now. Back then, it was nothing more than a large object whose nature and purpose were completely unknown to us. Now we know it's been waiting all this time to fulfill its purpose. We're about to give it a purpose, the purpose it's been waiting for. Oh, my fucking mouth's falling apart from all the talking. Right, it's time to go back to the God's Sky Boulder, to the place where Ganesha and Lakshmi are waiting. Yes, but not so fast. Remember what happened last time we were there? Bunch of Kali? Damn it, that's right. There are tons of Kali protecting it. Slowing down now would make us sitting ducks. Full speed ahead. Now I see. Those Kali are there because of Lakshmi, or the Alakshmi. Since she has a connection to them, they must have been lured there by the center for pure magical energy. And it's since become a Kali nesting ground of sorts. If we keep going like this, Kali are gonna start attacking the border. Please open the side hatch, Holmes. I'll go out there and try to fend them off. Well, I guess I better head up to the roof then. Just make sure you don't lose your footing, got it? By the way, if you pull that hidden lever there, you'll find a porthole, so make good use of it. You still won't give me a break? Are we about to have a fight on a moving ship. This would be so fucking cool if it works. Like a moving background environment. That would be awesome.
さてギャン
Oh,
ブル
okay,
だ
no, we're just
得意だけどまずは様子見といこ
under
う
the sky boulder.
最高のカードを君さてカウンティングオーバーリラックスリラックス
喜んでいただいてしまった。
悪いね
どうですか。大豆七夜
Oh, I thought I took the fucking Oops.
これでどうだ。
Take damage from anyone else.
雲楽も同じくうちの色でございます。それでは南の様再度の日取りでございます。大後も下脱も我が指一つで随分行き着く先は殺生アギトのごとき天井楽阿弥陀阿弥陀ヘブンズホールどこまで見るでも
切り込む
It's still exclusively hitting Giorgio's. What? He didn't even have his concentrate fire on me thing active the first time.
握りつぶしてあげましょう。いただき
ご要望とあらば
いただいてしまって
切り込む
もまあ可愛らしい。いただきます。大蔵意見員
いいお任せ。
捉えましたね。
せい。
大豆七夜間
はっ。では行くぞ。
喜んでこうです。
せい。
こうです。
これでどうかな。まさか。
楽園のご要望とあらば星の宇宙物見の楽園の端から君に聞かせよう罪なき者の通るガーデン・オブ・アバロン切り込むどうだいこれじゃ同感さ
大丈夫。私ならできるさ。
リラックスリラックス
主情無変聖願度。ようこそ私の中に。たまりません。阿弥陀阿弥陀ヘブンズホール。
おーっと
長
Hey,
い
look, you killed it for
先を
us.
急ごう
Moving on. I'm still fine, totally fine. Like I said, I still have plenty of video games to keep me occupied here. No interruptions, just me and my games. It's like heaven. What could be better than a place where all I have to do is grind? Being in need is the best. All I have to do now is keep doing exactly what I've been doing. Easiest job in the world. So, yeah. I'm not worried about this at all. Why would I be? We here, thankfully the blast from Vermont are sending the nearby colleagues scattering. Now's our chance. Thank you, Director Goldorf and Kordorf. Ganondorf. All of a sudden, my knees won't stop shaking. Oopsies, looks like the adrenaline finally wore off. I guess the rest of us will just have to take it from here. But in the meantime, great job, Director Gordoff. You really saved our asses. We can't target the border directly now that it's hiding in that thing's shadow, but no matter. We may not know what it is they're after, but whatever it is clearly has something to do with the Sky Boulder. Therefore, the answer is obvious. All you need to do is focus your godly power on breaking it apart. Even the Sky Boulder's endured to cataclysms up to this point, but being of your ability should still be able to destroy it if you focus solely on... The Sky Boulder? What is that? Does this mean you couldn't see it all this time? All because it's been there here from the beginning? Now what to do? I started to get a little bored, but I'm still fine, totally fine. I can easily use my god powers to make new games or summon existing ones. I got everything I need here. I can do whatever I want. I've got role-playing games, strategy games, sim games, action games, puzzle games, adventure games, shooting games, racing games. I got fantasy worlds, sci-fi worlds, historical, modern day. Video games are the pinnacle of human civilization. If you get tired of one, you can always move on to the other. Boy, some people never learn that. Man, this is so much fun. I love grinding, leveling up. I love looking for rare items, and if I run out of things to do, there's no end of different challenge runs to try. The sense of achievement I get from beating those is all the sweeter since I'm just doing them for their own sake. I'm having the time of my life here. I stopped counting the days forever ago. What's Lakshmi doing? Is the ... dots her? I'm bored. No, that's Ganesha still. I'm a moaning machine, a complaining machine, a tangent-throwing machine, a crying machine. My mind's completely empty. I don't even want to think about what I'm thinking about. I just let my body do whatever it feels like at any given moment. And since nobody's watching, how's that any different from a broken machine repeating the same useless motion over and over again? Wait, what is a machine? Crap, this isn't good. I can end up freezing any time. Better make sure my most important data's saved. Not that it'll matter if I end up falling apart completely. I think I'm remembering something unpleasant. I won't move, I can't move, I don't want to move, I won't do anything, I don't want to do anything. But I have to at least do what I came here for. Why isn't there anybody here? Why won't anyone talk to me? Why won't anyone respond to me? Why? Why am I all alone? Ah, please, somebody, anybody. Please be with me, don't leave me alone. I don't want to be alone forever. Watch it be like incredibly thin when we find her. Hey. Ah! At last, we can finally relieve them from their long duty. That cube shuts out everything from the outside world, but there should be one key that can unlock it. Go ahead, Master. Man, she's having a great time in there.
I just need to stop.
Somebody save me!
Like,
Kill me!
no, but like, don't get me wrong. I like playing on a warlock. It's kind of fun. But when you
No, not yet. I can still keep going. After all, my old self didn't have anything. But myself here already knows. I don't even know who I am anymore. But I do know this. Even though I'm nobody special, there's someone waiting for me. There's someone who believes in me. And besides... I promised. It's only been 21 days since we showed up here, by the way. This is how much crap we've gone through. Maybe 21 days. This cycle's been accelerating. Is that light? Yes, light. I can hear something coming from it. Something far away and familiar. Yes, that's it. That's the one thing I never forgot. The one thing I've been waiting for all this time. A voice accepting me as I am. She places her hand delicately upon the cube's surface. She knew they couldn't possibly be fine with this. She knew they couldn't possibly be okay. She knew all along the two people waiting inside here are both liars. That's why this is a kind, oh so gentle mess of lies, a wall of determination erected by two people inside who decided to fight by lying. Takes a deep breath and readies a reunion password in her mind. The password they agreed on mere moments, aeons ago, to tell them their job is finally over. Even shut-ins are allowed to see the sky. I wonder if that hand looks different if you're a male master. Easy there. How many centuries, millennia has it been? I can't say, none of us have any idea how long you spent like that. But I do know your long, painful journey was a success. You should feel proud about that. You're Rama, that's right, I remember now. Forgive me, it's been so long since I took human form, I can't seem to stand up straight. That's alright, you can lean on my shoulder as long as you need. But as I recall, the problem is that you're married. What's wrong with helping a woman who can barely stand? Sita would never have a problem with that. Besides, Lakshmi is Lakshmi's sister, which also makes you Sita's sister. Surely there can't be anything wrong with a man caring for his sister-in-law. Welcome back, Lakshmi Bai. It's good to see you again like this. This time, at least, but I still... Lakshmi's okay! But of course her job was to be the outer shell, and to use her divine core as a source of pure energy. The mental strain on her should have been relatively light, since she spent all that time as an inanimate object. What about Ganesha? She had to stay conscious the entire time to keep their combined noble phantasm domain going. What about her? She might be a god, but since she was still in there alone for what must have felt like an eternity, she could have easily had a mental breakdown. Are you okay? Talk to us, Ganesha. You're, oh right, I wrote it down in the notes in my save data file so I wouldn't forget. Terrarata, that's right, you're Terrarata. Now I just used that as the key to use my godly wisdom power and reload my memories and... Oh, I remember now. Oh man, what took you guys